Alright guys, so 2018 has almost come to an end, and I just want to take this opportunity, obviously thank you guys. I had a great year, I made some great progress, reached almost all my goals I wanted to reach, also social media and all of this stuff. So yeah, it was pretty good. I had some awesome herp experiences as well, so I just want to share a short top 10 of my herp finds with you. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna start with the lowest and go up to the highest. So my number 10 was probably my Onis viper, Vipera Seone, from France. The reason for that is it is another viper added to my list. It was a liver, but yeah, it just wasn't that interesting, to be honest. They look a lot like the common European adders, and so yeah, but it was still awesome. Also, obviously the experience is also important to me, and I found it on my own. I got some tips from a friend where to look, like a broad area, but conditions weren't great. It was way too warm, but still managed to find one, so it was definitely a success to me. And obviously also I will insert footage of the animals throughout this video. So yeah, that was my number 10. Let's move on to number 9. Number 9 was actually with my friend Elliot when we went to Florida in April, I think it was, where I actually managed to find my first ever rattlesnake in the form of a pygmy rattlesnake. Even though could barely hear it rattle, it's still a rattlesnake. A beautiful animal. Couldn't believe how common they are in some areas. That was it pretty much. Also, they're pretty snake. I mean, if you get into different areas, you'll obviously have different localities. I mean, I've seen pictures of pygmy rattlesnakes that were just almost completely red, like really red. So yeah, beautiful animal, enjoyed it, especially also the trip. I mean, it was the first rattlesnake for both of us, so yeah, pretty dope. So then we go on to number 8. Number 8 was actually here in Germany, with a friend of mine who actually contacted me earlier this year, so now we're friends. He's a young dude and he's a real passionate herper, so he asked me if I wanted to herp with him. Of course I said yes. And yeah, so that's how I actually managed to find my first Eskil appian snake here in Germany. They are Germany's biggest snake. They can get to, 2 meters long, which is 6 feet, just over 6 feet, and good to finally find one here in Germany. Number 7 was also in Florida, was a Florida scarlet snake that I only found because we were stuck. So we were just sitting in the car discussing what we were gonna do to solve the problem that we were having. And there was just a rock on the side of the road. And it was, yeah, so of course what do? I get out of the car and I flip the rock, right? And there's like a scarlet snake under it. So yeah, here it is. I mean, you've probably seen the video already where it is in, but yeah, it's just a beautiful snake. Just look at those tricolor colors, really pretty. So we move on to number 6. Number 6 was also quite special for me. Number 6 was my liver asp viper, with my friend Noah. Yeah, also first year I met him in person. Yeah, we had a great day. I mean, those things are really pretty. They come in a lot of different shades as well. They have quite the attitude. Just a stunning snake, and obviously the experience was really nice as well. I mean, for me it's always about connecting with other herpers, and yeah, it's always nicer to herp with someone else. So even if you don't find shit, you're still gonna be able to talk and have a great day and exchange stories and stuff. So yeah, that was it. Then we move on to number 5. Number 5 was surely my most unexpected herp find this year. It was a extremely hot day. That was actually in Spain. Yeah, I think we were in Spain. And it was basically a really not a place you'd expect to find anything, but there were rocks laying around. Picked up some rocks, trying to dodge all the dog shit lying around and all the rubbish. And I flipped this one rock. And I had to do like a double take because I couldn't believe what I just seen. But there was a fire salamander under it. Not the kind we get here in Germany. It was a different subspecies, Salamandra fastuosa. So they basically have these two stripes down the back. So it was just a stunning animal. It was really big as well, like proper big fire salamander right there. So yeah, that was, like I said, it's just that's what herping for me is about. You know, I'm always herping. So yeah, and then I put it back and we went on our way and we went shopping. So I had my daily dose of herping and I was happy. So number 4 was in Japan, a Japanese rat snake that I found with Lou Boyer. He made a video about it as well. You might have seen it. Yeah, that was pretty crazy as well. Like I said before, and it's also the first time I met Lou. So we met up. We found some dead on the roads, unfortunately, but we didn't find any live snakes. But you know, we were talking and everything, and we both shared the same passion, so it was still a great day, right? And then just as Lou was getting ready to leave because he had another appointment he had to go to, we saw it just lying there on the road, and yeah, managed to grab it. You can watch this whole video if you want. It was a liver. They're pretty common there in Japan. But it was my first snake ever I found herping in Japan, and also the experience was just awesome. So, and they are still a very pretty snake. I mean, they have like a very clean look to them. Kind of interesting, these Japanese rat snakes. And yeah, you get them in different variations. This one was more like a greenish yellowish, and you can also get them more brownish or even like more green or even bluish. So yeah, but that was definitely a really cool find. Now we move up to number 3. So number 3 was not really a liver technically. Number 3 for me was a melanistic common European adder, for the simple reason that I hadn't been able to find a melanistic individual before. You know, the closer you get to mountains and stuff, the colder the area usually is, the more animals will be black, just because a black animal can obviously warm up quicker in the sun, and therefore they have an advantage with they're faster to catch prey, they're faster to be able to fight against rivals for mating and all of that. So yeah, and it was just a stunning, really stunning animal, really black. You can see those amber red eyes. I mean, it was just crazy, really nice. And now second place, which might be a surprise to some people, actually goes to a corn snake. For the simple reason, obviously I also found that with my friend Elliot in Florida. A simple reason for that is I just think corn snakes are a really pretty animal. I've kept them before as pets. I know what huge role they play in the pet trade. Almost everybody who owns a pet snake has owned a red rat snake or corn snake. And yeah, they're just amazing animals, I think. So yeah, finding my liver corn snake in the wild was really a childhood dream come true, basically, you know. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Just a beautiful snake. So then we get to number 1. Again, this is a combination of a lot of factors why I chose the snake to be number 1. First, let's get to it. My number 1 was the tiger Killback snake I found in Japan. There's a couple of reasons. Number 1, It was a liver for me. It's a super beautiful snake. I mean, just look at that. That animal is so beautiful with that red and all of that. Then scientifically, it's a very, very interesting snake because it's, like I said before, if you've watched a video about it where I found it, the snake is both venomous, so it's rear fang, it's venomous. It's venomous also medically significant, so there have been fatalities caused by it. So it's not only venomous, but it's also poisonous, because it eats toads and it can actually store the toxin from the toad. It can store in its neck. It's got some nuchal glands, they're called, at the back of its neck, in that black area. And it can store the toxin there, and if it feels threatened, or if something bites it or grabs it, it can actually secrete that poison. And also, I had found a dead one the day before, and I was really hoping to find a live one just because of how beautiful they are, obviously. And I had given up hope. It was just like half an hour before sundown. We were driving down a mountain road, trying to get to a lookout point to watch the sunset, the sun go down in the ocean. And then all of a sudden I just see a snake on the road. Shout, snake! So I ran up, I was able to grab it, obviously moved up the road. So yeah, basically that was my recap of my top 10. I hope you enjoyed this little video, guys. Yeah, wish you all a happy new year. I hope you reach all the goals you have set for yourself in 2019. And yeah, we'll see each other in the next year again, guys. Thanks for watching.